Oh shit! Stupid ass stream. Anyways, the question was, what is your earliest memory? And what I came up with is that I remember. Oh, it's a hard turn. I remember growing up. I grew up living in my grandmother's house. Like I was very very young, and I remember there was this room that we lived in the front, and it was made out of wood, like a weird wood. And this is before the internet, guys. This is before, like, you know, you had information at the tips of your fingers. So the reason I'm saying that is because I would have been able to just look up that, oh, this is a common thing that happens to people. What I'm trying to explain is that I remember I saw a lot of faces in the walls of the house. I remember thinking that it was creepy because I could like look at the wall and I would see some creepy ass mouths and eyes all over the place. And you know, you grow up and you find out that that's a condition that your brain really is easy at finding patterns to make things look like familiar sights. So shit, that was a good green shell. Like, those are things that you gotta just you get used to, you know, like growing up, and you just realize that you're had a very active imagination. But when you're young and you don't ever have that access to that information, you just think like you grew up in a creepy ass house. Don't get me wrong, creepy shit did happen in that house all the goddamn time. Oh, like there would be voices and like sounds of steps, man. The steps was always though the roughest. Like, you just, there's nobody walking around, everybody's sleeping, and you're sharing beds with people because you're broke, so you're the only people in the house, and they're all looking at each other like, who's the fuck's walking around, and nobody is. Shit is wild. Like, growing up in a ghetto neighborhood, a lot of history of violence, like, just a lot of vibes in the air. Like I said, none of my violence. I'm not saying that I was out there gangbanging or anything like that. I'm just saying that, like, energies travel, man. Oh. And that energy was the creepy one in that house. Walls had faces that just looked like the Necronomicon all over the place. Like, blah, blah.